This book starts with the hunter-gatherers in the Mediterranean sailing to the island of Crete, somewhere about 30,000 BC, and we end very much later, roughly about 1510. And that's a crucial date because by that time, people had not only explored the European and African side of the Atlantic, they had more or less mapped out the American side of the Atlantic. So the Atlantic was no longer a great open nothingness. It was an enclosed ocean. So it's a long story. It's a long story, and it's really a narrative of the relationship of humans to the sea and how the sea created history, really. Without the sea, there would be no history. The great surprise that I had in writing this book was how many new discoveries were coming out almost daily at one stage. And one of the great surprises was the discovery of man on the island of Crete, which had been an island for a very long time, as far back as 30,000 BC, 40,000 BC. Now, how on earth did these simple hunter-gatherers make the great sea journey, presumably from Europe rather than from Africa, to get to Crete? We have no idea. Simply, they got there, and they must have had craft of some sort. So suddenly, our perception of people's ability has been completely blown and changed. Only a few years ago, we knew comparatively little about Byzantine ships. Then builders digging, I think it was an underground, on the southern side of Istanbul, which was Constantinople, suddenly found a harbour, an old harbour, and excavated some, I think, 20 or 30 ships there, giving us the entire history of Byzantine ship architecture. So things are constantly new things are constantly appearing.